Welcome back, loyal MFers. It is still so hot, but we are rolling on as we keep that heat going to part 2 of Warzone. Thank you very much once again for joining me. I am your host, your friendly neighborhood Roman Empire commentator, MC, and all-around amateur at all this recording business, but hopefully entertaining enough to get by. And so we start with a 6-man tag match. The current multimedia and world's finest tag team champions, the Teen Titans, Red Robin, Cyborg, and Beast Boy, as you see from right to left, set to take on a unit whose entire faction has been slowly but surely taking over and showing dominance in the ring. A villainous group whose members have been attacking Warzone, if you will, from various angles, some in singles competition, some in tag team competition, all looking to root themselves even deeper on the brand and take control. Got to imagine those 3 titles probably in the sights of those individuals. Who am I talking about? Of course, anybody who's been watching recently will know, especially given the actions of Bizarro and Lex Luthor. But these are the 3 other members of the Legion of Doom. That's right, Reverse Flash, Sinestro, Gorilla Grodd, 3 of the 5 members on the Warzone roster that make up this Legion of Doom faction. Obviously, Sinestro and Reverse Flash, the tag team unit of the 5, likely eyeing those world's finest tag team championships. But Gorilla Grodd, his ambitions probably aiming a bit higher than Red Robin, than the multimedia championship. And that is the one potential downside of the Legion of Doom. So many big egos, so many ambitious members. Got to imagine there's more than a few all aiming for that multiversal championship currently held by Victor Von Doom. Looks like Beast Boy is going to start things off along with Reverse Flash as we get ready to ring that bell. Still, big forearm out of the corner from Beast Boy. Still to come will be a main event. We mentioned, as we see this inverted suplex style DDT, reverse DDT, we mentioned the briefcases and alluded to the matches that will take place at Infinity. For Warzone, we'll leave the Fight Night briefcase to Fight Night and tell you about it then. But for Warzone, it is the Retcon-in-the-Bank briefcase. That's right, the Retcon-in-the-Bank briefcase allows... big enziguri to the back of the head in the corner there. After the back elbow, Reverse Flash, and now making the tag to Sinestro. As Sinestro gets involved as a legal man here. Talk about that. Reversal. Hopping behind into a German suplex. Impressive power from the cruiserweight Beast Boy as he starts to fight back into this. But as we were saying, the Retcon-in-the-Bank briefcase is essentially the contents of that briefcase would allow someone to rewrite the multiverse by claiming a title match for the Multiversal Championship at any time, anywhere. Sure, that sounds familiar. But if it sounds familiar, that just makes it easier to explain the premise, so you all know what that briefcase could mean for someone. Were they able to attain it? And that leads us to our main event. It will be later tonight. One of the slots for that 8-man ladder match will be up for grabs in an 8-man over-the-top rope battle royal. Now, of course, that does not mean that those who do not win the match will be unable to find a way to get into that match later on. We still have quite a few episodes of Warzone to go before Infinity is upon us. But the winner of tonight's main event will receive one of those spots. Those 8 competitors will attempt to toss one another over the top rope until only one man is left standing to claim it. And they will move on to Infinity. And beyond, perhaps. It was a little easy, I had to say it. It was right there in front of me. But we get back to this 6-man tag action. Oh, Reverse Flash getting in the ring and cross-bodying Beast Boy, who's forced to roll out of the ring and regroup, interrupting the fairly surprisingly dominant offense of Beast Boy so far. Hasn't tagged out of the match yet, but you imagine he's probably going to. Right now, trying to get a double team maneuver in perhaps. Stalking his opponent. Doesn't seem to be taking action just yet. Might have taken too long. Reverse. Ooh. Sinestro with the DDT, reversing that assault in the corner, avoiding a double team. And now pounding away at Beast Boy. Beast Boy's been in this match for quite some time. He's going to want to tag out as soon as possible, obviously. Get one of the fresher teammates into this match. Ooh, big back fist from Sinestro. Cyborg now running about on the outside. Not really sure what he's thinking here, but oh! Springing into a DDT over that rope onto the apron. Dropping him on that very hard part of the canvas. Hardest part of the apron, at least. Or hardest part of the canvas. Not the ring. Wait a minute. Spear! Barricade shattered. Unexpected by Beast Boy. That's a move you would tend to expect out of somebody as large as Cyborg. Cyborg even has a tackle in his arsenal like that. But for Beast Boy to emulate that shows how serious this unit is about defeating the Legion of Doom. Already at a 7 count. If they're not careful, they will be counted out. Sinestro now slamming Beast Boy repeatedly into the apron. Back in the ring, count broken up. Beast Boy's been in this match for quite a while and now getting isolated in the enemy corner. Not a great place to be. Into a double Northern Light suplex and straight into the pin is reverse flash. Broken up by Red Robin. Tim Drake, one of quite a few Robins across both Warzone and Fight Night. Oh! Schoolboy into an enziguri. Quick thinking and quick motion by Beast Boy. Now dragging reverse flash over towards his team's corner. Gotta think he's thinking make the tag, and he is. Cyborg now tagged in. Power versus speed. Big elbow to the back of the head. Oh, looked like he was perhaps going to toss him in that collar and elbow. Or, excuse me, collar lockup. But got reversed, and now suddenly reverse flash in control. Working the limbs. Legion of Doom has had such exceptional teamwork. Despite the egos and ambition of the individual members, has had such an effective teamwork dynamic, regardless of the makeup, whether it's these 3-man groups, whether it's the tag team of Reverse Flash and Sinestro, or whether it's even the managerial relationship. Oh, big shot block to the legs by Reverse Flash. Managerial relationship between Lex Luthor and Bizarro for a brief time. The current fault in that dynamic would have to be Bizarro's obsession with Superboy, and how that has sort of driven a rift between Bizarro and the rest of the Legion of Doom, particularly that former manager that was Lex Luthor. As now we're seeing this is a Teen Titan tactic now being adopted by the Legion of Doom, almost mockingly, this stampede of stomps. Even Sinestro apparently taking that mocking to a whole nother level, along with Gorilla Grodd feeling it. Almost not taking the Teen Titans seriously, perhaps. Into the quick pin and reverse flash, trying to isolate Red Robin and Beast Boy from being able to reach Cyborg. Didn't matter. Cyborg able to kick out on his own. Tag made as now reverse flash back in this match. Oh, but a quick Irish whip suddenly finds him in enemy territory as he tries to battle out here. Referee distracted by Sinestro. Oh! Knees to the back of reverse flash, but he responds with a quick, quick elbow to the back of the head of Cyborg, perhaps retaliation for the elbow he took earlier. Into that anchor-style submission maneuver. Reverse flash slipping the ankles, though. Repeated damage being done to the lower back of Reverse Flash. Big hip toss from these two into a double kick from the torso. And a hot tag made. Red Robin is in this now. Coming in hot with clotheslines. And another. And, oh, went for the third but got ducked. Oh, caught him in the corner. Looked like Sinestro was thinking about a super kick perhaps, only to get clotheslined. And then hit with a drop kick. Red Robin like a ball of fire right now. We've seen this before, that standing moonsault. Into the pin. Broken up by Gorilla Grodd so quickly. And Beast Boy in with a neck breaker. And suddenly Sinestro is alone with Red Robin. The only backup he has in the corner is Reverse Flash. Oh, went for the round robin but stopped. Sinestro saw it coming. But here's the Sunset Flip powerbomb. Red Robin has been so impressive, especially these past few weeks, ever since getting the opportunity to go after the Multimedia Championship, which he just captured at Bulletproof. A big win, bringing 3 titles total to the Teen Titans. That's a lot of T's there for you alliteration fans and you tongue twisters. Say that 3 times fast. Sinestro now into the accordion knot, going for that submission finish. You can see Red Robin struggling here, using leverage and fighting out. But the damage may be done to the arm. Gotta think it's a possibility that... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, double shoulder block into a wishbone. Oh, good. That did not look good. As I was saying, though, you got to think that if the Legion of Doom picks up a win here, another running chop block, taking out that acrobatic ability by going for the legs. If the Legion of Doom picks up a victory, ooh, cheap shot from Gorilla Grodd. I'm just not going to get a word in edgewise here. The cheap shot from Sinestro as well. All 3 members absolutely utilizing the advantage of being in the corner, as we are about to see Fear and Loathing reversing roles here a bit. Normally that 25th Century kick delivered from Reverse Flash, done by Sinestro this time. Oh, went to intercept, but Reverse Flash catches Cyborg, only to allow him to collapse and break up the pin anyway. And then that sudden takedown from Sinestro gets rid of Cyborg. We're back to a 2-on-2 scenario. I'll try to get this point out again, as we see Red Robin setting up for a maneuver we've seen before, likely that torpedo DDT. Oh, catch. Oh, watch out, your buddy's there. Otherwise, he stretched the legs of Cyborg a little to and fro in the process. You hear my silence here. I'm trying to see if I actually have a moment to explain what I was going to say. Yes, I believe it is possible that should the Legion of Doom pick up a victory, they might be in line for, given the 6-man scenario, a tag team title shot. Oh, too far! Tim Drake, a rare moment of miscalculation, overestimating the distance, or perhaps underestimating it, I should say, and not able to reach Sinestro. That was a costly, costly mistake. Another double Northern Lights suplex, this time with Gorilla Grodd, as Gorilla Grodd finally gets into this match. Quick tag made to Beast Boy, but he's unable to reach. He was going for an enziguri, but because Red Robin was rolling out of the ring, was not able to leap over him and came up just short. Another big mistake, another miscue. That is very rare for the Teen Titans to have this many miscues and miscommunications so often in a single match, especially in such a short span of time. That snowball effect, if you will. I think Gorilla Grodd just accidentally backhanded the referee. As now Gorilla Grodd on the top turnbuckle, setting up for that triple powerbomb with Reverse Flash and Sinestro. Seen maneuvers like this before. Down goes Beast Boy. This could be it. Gorilla Grodd into the pin. Broken up at the very last second. 2 count. Cyborg now fighting out and fighting off both Gorilla Grodd and Sinestro. Oh, wait a minute, it's the Titanfall. A rolling kick from Beast Boy to the top of Gorilla Grodd's head as the Titanfall is being delivered to Sinestro. That is the tag team cohesion and experience as the Shapeshifter is hit. Beast Boy hitting the Shapeshifter to Gorilla Grodd. Only a 2 count though. Gorilla Grodd, the freshest man of the trio for the Legion of Doom. But the coordination, pulling off the Titanfall and the Shapeshifter like that, as a cutter is delivered now, repeating the damage to the face. So impressive by the Teen Titans though. Had he been more damaged, had he been somebody who was in the match, oh, an impressive and improvised sort of Shiranui style twisting cutter. Very impressive. Almost shades of Nightwing's Nightfall finisher in that style of maneuver. Though not quite. Oh, mistakes made here. Beast Boy a little in enemy territory. And tossed back into the ring. But making the hot tag, smart to do so. Made a crucial mistake in keeping his back to the ring on that side of the apron. As now Cyborg and Gorilla Grodd, the two powerhouses of these trios, going at it. And now Red Robin fighting it out outside with Sinestro. Beast Boy is still recovering on the outside. It's been interesting because both teams have shown some really smart calls. Big miss there. Some really great teamwork. But have also made some crucial mistakes here. They're more so on the Teen Titans side with the mistakes. Not seen a great deal of miscommunication on the Legion of Doom side. In fact, very smoothly coordinated, as we've seen with the double and triple teams that they've executed. Perhaps the difference in team experience is being balanced out or outweighed even by individual experience. In the case that Gorilla Grodd, Sinestro, Reverse Flash, older, have done this longer. Teen Titans very used to working with each other as a unit, but they're very young, perhaps naive or inexperienced in certain respects. And now this Gorilla Press Slam we've seen executed before. And now Grodd setting up for a finish. We could see the Gorilla Bomb. There it is, the impact on a much smaller Robin. Reverse Flash and Sinestro intercepting, keeping the rest of the Teen Titans in the corner. And the Legion of Doom picks up a victory. Notably, Gorilla Grodd picking up a pinfall victory over the multimedia champion, Red Robin. Again, we mentioned this is a 6-man tag team matchup, so that's going to line up a potential tag team title shot, you have to imagine, in the future. We just saw a few moments earlier the Shapeshifter executed just after a Titanfall by Cyborg. Excellent timing, but not enough to get the job done on a fairly fresh Gorilla Grodd. And here we go, Tiger Release Bomb, also known for Gorilla Grodd as the Gorilla Bomb, picking up the pinfall victory. Legion of Doom once again picking up another impressive victory. But we move forward to the main event. The 8-man over the top rope battle royal to determine one of the spots in that Retcon-in-the-Bank 8-man ladder match. We will have quite a few big names and some looking to turn their fortunes around in this matchup. So let's not waste any more time and introduce you to these individuals. And I'll take this moment to thank all of you for joining me once again. Always a pleasure to have you, and every little bit of support, every time you watch, every view you give me makes me feel great about putting this project together and makes everyone here at MFW oh so happy. So thank you again as we introduce the first member of this 8-man battle royal looking to turn things around. Superman. Obviously Superman part of the first triple threat for the Multiversal Championship with Thor and Dr. Doom, but came up short. In the end, Thor was victorious, looking to turn things around by getting himself into that match. As we look to our second competitor, in this 8-man battle royal. I want to remind you, you like what you're seeing? Give our video a thumbs up. And if you have suggestions for the future, things you want to say, or you just want to have a little debate about what you've seen in the comments, please do so. Always love to engage with you guys. Hear what you guys have to say. As this man, who's been a thorn in the side of Superman for quite some time, Lex Luthor, particularly here in Warzone as well, has been responsible for the arrival of Bizarro, the formation of the Legion of Doom, and now looking to pick up a victory and earn a spot in the Retcon-in-the-Bank Ladder Match. Legion of Doom has already had a big day today. Could they have another one? Remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single episode. Anything can happen on any given episode. So keep up. And there he is, AntMan. This man started off his career here in MFW on Warzone in the inaugural episode with a big victory over Thanos. Propelled him into the Multimedia Championship picture in a multi-man match. Unfortunately, unable to capitalize and pick up the victory. Then went on to try and earn another shot in singles competition. Had another multi-man matchup. Came up just a bit short, looking to turn things around by winning this 8-man over-the-top rope battle royal to get himself into the hunt for the Multiversal Championship. Aiming a little higher now. Very excited man in the front row you see there. Doesn't even know who's up next, but he just knows he wants to see this match. Nope, somebody having a little trouble staying in their seat there. As we present to you the man we just mentioned who fell victim to a humiliating loss to AntMan, Thanos. Thanos, of course, not only embarrassed by that loss, but then propelled into the future with more and more and more defeats, racking up, unable to pick up victories, despite seemingly being the favorite in most of those scenarios. Given this situation, I think now more than ever, he is determined to pick up a win and change his fortunes and prove that he is the dominant force on the brand. Has been unable to do so, and you have to think that is really, really eating at his ego. But that gauntlet is not all powerful here in MFW. We've got our own insurance policies for that, so he's going to have to earn it, just like everybody else. As we move on to view the next competitor in this match, and as I wonder how hot is it going to get, you can imagine exactly how much I'm wearing at this moment. I'll leave that to you. This is a family show, I guess. I don't really know how rating systems on YouTube work. Moving on, I'm a little delirious. Aquaman! Normally accompanied to the ring by Mira. That will not be the case here in this 8-man over-the-top rope battle royal. This will be all these individuals' own skill, power, talent, trying to propel them into that title picture. Aquaman looking to prove he's no joke. He is the king of Atlantis, and he has every right to the Multiversal Championship as well. But he's not the only one looking for a shot. We've already seen quite a handful of impressive competitors making their way to the ring, but we got a few more lined up for you. Audience waiting with bated breath in anticipation. I am full of lunch and a large amount of Snapple. That is not a product placement. I have no such deal. I wish I did, because I'm broke. But it is Black Adam making his way to the ring, looking to turn things around as well. He unfortunately suffered a loss to his rival, his nemesis, Shazam, recently has not really been able to fully capitalize since debuting. That power, that momentum that he was hoping to bring to Warzone. But if he can pick up a victory here tonight, that all changes. And we're not done yet. Just one of many names. And here's another. So, Jimmy, in the back, hit the music. There he is, the former multimedia champion. Someone looking to turn his fortunes around big time. Someone who was doubted, said he couldn't defend the title in one-on-one competition, and essentially proved his haters right. Miles Morales, aka Spider-Man, wants to do things right in a big way, go after the top title on the brand, find an opportunity to capture it, and prove everybody wrong. We have yet another name to add to the list. We've seen Spider-Man, AntMan, Thanos, Black Adam, Superman, Lex Luthor. But there's still some more to go. Waiting in anticipation. Don't forget Aquaman. Add his name to the list. We have one more. Just one to round out this 8-man roster. And who else to capitalize on an opportunity but the cunning, the crafty Loki? Of course, we had that strange sort of rivalry turned into partnership between Loki and Thor. Loki, as you've heard me rant about before, taking some shortcuts and at the expense of Thor's giblets, and then for some reason making some sort of deal. They honored this deal with a handshake, moved on. He would not challenge for the championship while Thor was champion. However, Thor no longer champion, losing that title to Dr. Doom, so all bets are off. And this is an opportunity for Loki to capture, well, another opportunity. It's an opportunity to gain an opportunity to gain an opportunity, essentially. As things descend into chaos here, Miles Morales wisely sort of hanging back and waiting for an opening before getting involved. Things breaking down in a hurry. Ooh, big right hand from Miles Morales to Loki. Picking a perhaps outmatched opponent. Oh! Saw the athleticism in the back there, covered by Thanos. Oh, wait a minute, Superman already out! Aquaman eliminated Superman for Superman. Man of Steel, the first eliminated by Aquaman of all people. He looked to come and prove he was no joke, and I think he just did it, whether or not he wins this. Eliminating one of the heavy favorites first. And you got to think Superman's thinking, I need to change my approach, how my strategy, something went wrong here. Superman already out. Spanish fly from Miles Morales to Lex Luthor. Impressive athleticism, and now into a bending DDT. Things descending into chaos even further. However, with every opponent that gets eliminated, there's one less bit of chaos to worry about, one less element of surprise for each competitor. A series of knee strikes to the face by Black Adam against Miles Morales there. And now Loki and Black Adam fighting it out with Ant-Man and Aquaman in the corner. Luthor being held over the ropes. Could he be eliminated by Thanos here? No, not quite. Oh, Black Adam reversing Aquaman. I don't think Ant-Man should be taunting here. This seems like a very foolish thing to turn your back on this many opponents. However, there are 6 of them all essentially paired off. Perhaps there was a brief opportunity to do so. They're all occupied. No free opponents to take advantage of that moment. Oh, it looked like Aquaman was stalking for a finish, but Black Adam wisely rolling under the bottom rope, getting a breather. Spider-Man Miles Morales does not have the power to eliminate Thanos. Tried to there. Oh, Lex Luthor going after Aquaman. And now things start to slow down as the exhaustion kicks in. More and more competitors being leveled and requiring some time to get back to their feet. Oh, Ant-Man could be out. Already out. A clothesline from Loki takes Ant-Man out. And Black Adam has dumped Spider-Man Miles Morales out of the ring. Meanwhile, Lex Luthor was up for that military press, likely into that European uppercut, only for a collision to cause Thanos to drop him. Oh, Luthor almost eliminated, but not quite hanging on. Only one hero left in this matchup. 4 villains. Luthor, Thanos, Loki, and Black Adam. Lexplex to Thanos. Impressive power. Gotta think thanks to that suit. Oh! There was, something happened there. Black Adam looked like he might have landed on his nethers. Outside on the turnbuckle and the ropes, and then shot back in somehow. Inexplicable things happen here in MFW, as Lex Luthor had applied another Xplex there to Aquaman. Thanos wisely hanging back while they try to eliminate Loki, now assisting. But it's not enough. Loki fighting out of this. Oh, wait a minute. Aquaman getting rid of Black Adam. Big clothesline in the corner there. Aquaman continues to survive, but is it... Oh! Too late for Aquaman, though. Spent all that energy on that elimination. And, oh, big facebuster there from Loki to Lex Luthor. Aquaman taken out. Didn't have the energy to fight back or defend as he was clotheslined over the top rope. And now it's down to Thanos, Loki, and Lex Luthor. Obviously, any of these 3 men, such a dangerous person to have in that matchup. Able to potentially capitalize on a golden opportunity for that Retcon-in-the-Bank briefcase. And essentially what is an almost guaranteed multiversal championship run. Luthor now attempting to dump Loki over the top rope, and now again Thanos trying to assist. Once again, Loki fighting out of it. Normally you would expect a more Marvel villain alliance between Thanos and Loki, but oh! Double backbreaker. Ever since breaking off that sort of temporary alliance with Thanos and aligning himself with the former champion Thor, seems like Thanos might have taken that personally. Thanos likely prizes a great deal of loyalty. Does not feel that was given. But Luthor is an opportunist. He's not exactly going to honor a temporary alliance in the middle of a match like this. He's in it to win it, as I'm sure all 3 men are. Here in our main event. Oh, wait a minute. Could he dump him over the top rope? And he does. The power. It is down to Luthor and Loki. Lex Luthor and Loki, the 3L alliteration. More tongue twisters. We had all sorts with the T's before. As these 2 battle it out in a huge toss, the overpowering force of an Asgardian. One man believes he's superior because he's a god. The other man believes he is superior because he has worked his way there. But wait a minute. Oh, Loki gets rid of Luthor, and he is your winner. Loki has earned a spot in the Infinity Ladder Match. But anything can happen between now and then. Will he hold on to that spot until the time comes? Or will one of these opportunistic individuals come after that spot and try to take it for themselves? Seen it before. Can't say it won't happen again. But he is your winner for tonight. That is our main event. Thank you once again, everyone, for joining me. And remember, if you're needing to pick me up today and you need an ear to listen to your problems, I can't do that from here. But know that I'm with you and that there's someone out there who will. So reach out, have a talk with somebody. You're loved. Have a good one.